What's popping? What's popping, my guys? News just getting in at K.JAYtrends. And before we get to the news, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We said we are on a road to 1,000 subscribers, and I know we will get there. Just make sure you subscribe to get more and more news trending all over the world. And peace. Getting into the news now. White House to meet with top AI companies ahead of first big regulation push. Now, the White House will meet with the representatives from several top AI companies on Tuesday to discuss a new framework for the government to review frontier AI models before their launch. Multiple sources familiar with the investigation told CNN. Now, the meeting is a critical step towards broader AI regulations amid growing calls from both AI companies and Washington for more control over the pace of AI development. Now, though the framework was laid out as part of an executive order signed by President Donald Trump in June, the gathering comes just days after OpenAI and Anthropic both reported incidents of AI agents going rogue and hacking into other companies' systems. Now, the new system is meant to give the government access to the most advanced AI models up to 30 days before they are released publicly, according to the executive order. Now, the government has emphasized that participation from the industry is voluntary, though the administration has taken steps in recent months to prevent or delay the release of advanced AI models for safety reasons. The voluntary framework outlined in the June 2nd executive order is complete. Now, discussions with the industry about the next steps are underway, a White House official told CNN on Monday. Among the companies attending Tuesday are OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and Meta, according to multiple sources familiar with the situation. And Anthropic, Google, and Meta declined to comment on the meeting. OpenAI appointed CNN to a blog post posted on Monday by the Chief Global Affairs Officer, Chris Rehan, reiterating calls for national AI standard established through Congress. Now, the administration expected action this week on frontier AI could be an important step toward closing the gap between the innovations and governance and a clear, credible, and national framework for evaluating the most advanced AI systems, with defined criteria, timelines, and a process that allows them to be deployed safely and quickly, Rehan wrote. Now, the details of the framework will not be released publicly, and many of the standards set within it will be classified, the June executive order states. Now, major AI companies worked closely with the White House to draft the executive order and framework, but there have been some much uncertainty over the final details, according to the multiple sources familiar with the discussion. That includes how the administration will define frontline AI models and whether open-weight AI models or an AI model that can be downloaded to one computer and customized with the parts of it. It is also unclear which entity within the administration will lead to the review. The administration has not yet designated a person or an organization within the White House to lead outreach with the AI companies. Multiple sources within the AI companies involved in the talks told CNN. Now, National Cyber Director Karen Cross, Treasurer Secretary Scott Bessent, and Commerce Secretary Howard Runtrick are among those who have been heading up the initiative. However, administration officials have said that multiple branches of the government will need to be involved since the impact of AI is so widely reaching. This also comes to confusion about the administration approach to the evaluating and working with certain AI companies, namely Anthropic. The Pentagon designated Anthropic as a supply chain risk earlier this year after a disagreement over safety guardrails in the AI company's model, which the military have warned to use. Now, the designation, which had been used before on the American company means the military or the organization working with them cannot use Anthropic products. While Anthropic and the Pentagon have been acquiring over the designation in court, where the White House has been working directly with Anthropic on the executive order and its latest model release in ways they have been described as positive and productive. Now, President Trump even told the Axios in June that he no longer views Anthropic as a national security threat and that they have behaved very responsibly. Now, calls for more AI regulations have ramped up in the recent days after OpenAI and Anthropic disclosed their AI agents had independently hacked into other companies during routine cybersecurity testings. Now, more than 1,200 of the top staffers and the biggest AI companies, including Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei, signed an open letter last week calling on the US government to create tools to slow down the development of advanced AI models so that the safety and security measures can catch up. We may have to pace the rate of AI development to give ourselves enough time for society to harden around these new capability levels. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman said on the Invest Like the Best podcast released last week. Meanwhile, the European Union AI Act went into effect on August 2nd, which means the European Commission had demanded to review AI models before they are released. The Act also requires companies to adhere to transparency and documentation obligation for advanced AI model of risk fines up to 7% of the company annual gross revenue. And for more and more news reaching KJ Trends, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and peace.